1. Hello everybody, Toaban here, and we'll be continuing Palinurus. We have, shoot, I forgot. Well, let's continue the story. But now that you mention it, I'm awful curious to have a peek inside, aren't you? Oh, now I remember. Oh, great. We had just discovered a database with all of humans' achievements, and we're about to have a look. We've got a month to kill. No objections here, I suppose. Oh, come on. Smile a little. This could be fun. Aren't you excited? I guess I could be a little more excited to take a gander at the dusty old records of a bunch of dead folk. Actually, I was a lot more interested than I was letting on, but seeing her pout like that was a treat. I let out a chuckle as she peeked angrily away at the display. I leaned over to get a better look at what she was up to. It was a digital interface, an Eclipsio search engine. Remarkable, monster. I wonder if they're still using Google. So, what you looking up first? Wouldn't you like to know? Actually, I would. Bypass snickered. Hold on 1 second, and it took a second for the display to refresh, and there it was. Bypass. Hungry situation suited in critical Europe, back on old Earth. They said it was one of the most beautiful cities on the continent. Huh? Didn't take you for an actual child. The sum of all human knowledge at your fingertips, and you look up your own name. Narcissism, is it? Dot. Stop bullying me. Searching up your own name. I've done that before. Write in the comments if you have done it as well. I chuckled again. It was fun to get on her case about it. Shaking her head, she reinforced her action. Bypass was a union of 3 cities. 2 cities of Balia Umha were on the western side of the Durham River. The city of Pest of the flattened eastern side. They were connected via bridges, and oh my. What is it? I caught a look at what she was reacting to. It was a sprawling series of buildings with spikes extending up and above the rest of the city. It was imposing yet oddly regular and cultured at the same time. I squinted to read the caption beneath it. Bypass, premier building. It was grounded access across 18,000 square meters. What? 40 kilos of gold? Kilos of gold. They decorated the rooms with gold. I didn't think you'd be able to find any left over though. Nah, I guess not. Damn. According to this, Bypass was remarkably artistic and cultured. Oh, and look at this. She brought up an image of another building, an opera house. The caption said it currently looked ancient by the time the photograph was taken. Oddly, that was nothing but dust in this day and age. I gleamed. Ain't that something? Oh, look at this. What is it? Says here that the namesake came from Skagavit words. Buha was water and Pest was oven. So water oven? I glanced over to her. She didn't seem to get it either. I guess it would fit you perfectly, wouldn't it? Huh? I beg your pardon? Are you saying that I look like a water oven? Oh my gosh. For all these episodes, this one's cracking me up the most. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, you know, water and fire, like, they clowning to what you say and what you do, and you're this, like, pure innocence about you, since you know ... But at the same time, also warm and passionate, and you get excited easily, as if there was a spark of something in your eyes. Like you've got both water and fire within you. That's a good metaphor. ... You've got a lot of faces, is what I'm saying. Could you actually change your face? Sorry. Just rambling at this point. It was a stupid allergy, so... No, it's alright. I didn't know you could be such a sweet talker. Really? I just felt like being a little poetic. She really taken to the complanation? Okay. I am not sure why exactly she was programmed to have blushing animations, but I wasn't opposed. It was nice to see her calming, ever warm. Passenger, sir? Yeah, what is it? I feel like, well, we're talking about my name and ... She was acting awfully strange now, fidgeting with herself. After a brief and awkward moment, she chuckled a little too loudly, perhaps in a poor attempt to disperse the tension. Never mind about that. It was fruitless thought. What I was wondering was if would you like me to read an interesting passage in the database? I'll make a good in-flight entertainment, and another responsibility as a good stewardess. At least in this case, it would be. She approached this proposal with such vigor, only stumbled near the end. I waved my hand. I knew this was less about me and more about letting her state her own curiosity. So, I think I'll be up for that. Maybe less on the architecture though. It's depressing to think everything in those photos are probably dust or ruins now. Noted. Yes, your request is duly received. And alright, then and there, bypassed, and I had something of a contract. This was the way of getting through the day, and it was necessary to describe one. What I wasn't counting on was how much shared data she flipped through in a single day. She didn't stop at Hungary. We ended up taking a whirlwind tour through the rest of mainland Europe. Berlin, Brussels, Venice, Florence, Burgos, the list went on and on. Did you hit France? She was fierce, indestructible in her search for knowledge. It was information overload. Damn it, she was immersed by a cookbook now. Oh boy. Police question, Oh, maybe we can try making French cookies with a replicator passenger, sir. Yeah, I'm good. Cascade no Pazzi? Oh my gosh, I'm going French. Why am I cracking? Really, it's Atlantic cool I am going to shut my eyes for a bit. I'm a little tired and well, you wanted me to get some more sleep, didn't you? At least you won't be watching me sleep anymore, now that you have something to do. Roger that, sir. Sleep well. And so I closed my eyes, rubbed them against the fabric of the co-pilot's seat, and I tried my hardest to get to sleep. It was all I could do to block out the exciting chattering. I had no idea what I'd be waking up to later, but hopefully it's all cleared up in the morning, whenever that would be. ... Even more dots. The time is now 1200 hours. Ah, that time again, huh? If nothing else, bypass was functional. I had made to undo my perceived body from the heap of limbs, slowly raising to the day. My hair was a mess, mattering down in awkward places. I rustled it back somewhere presentable shape. I'd rather have woken up to the morning sun than the light of the stars. I didn't feel any natural to live and sleep like this, but small sacrifices to make in space travel. I suppose I've gotten used to it. Good morning, passenger sir. Yeah, a lovely morning, I responded cheerily to bypass sunny little greeting, readjusting my posture in the co-pilot seat. If you need breakfast, our in-flight replicator would surely assist you. Ah, the replicator. I've always been wary about replicators. They sounded great on paper, being able to make any kind of food you need at any time. But in execution, they left something to be desired. Execution. I glanced around the control panel in front of me. Just beneath the enormous control desk, a smaller console attached to what looked like an ancient microwave oven kept to itself. Weird place to keep a replicator. I would suppose it was the human pilot's responsibility to provide their own meals on the flight. I punched in some numbers. What was it? 2424? The machine hummed and then filled with a bright white light. I opened the door and once the steam faded, I saw a small paper cup standing in the center of the contraption. I took a look at the cup's contents. Looked like coffee. I took a sip and then gagged. Ark! I sighed. It was lukewarm too. Bypass glared at me with a frown. You see, this makes a transmit shuttle doesn't exactly have the highest budget replicator, Well, oh well. Caffeine's caffeine, I suppose. I gulped down the foul, infernal black potion and then crushed the cup in my hand. It seemed to give way too easily, almost as if it was tissue paper could crack. Well, that was a nice little joint of energy. What are our plans today? Almost aimlessly drifting through the emptiness vacuum of space, I'm guessing. I was up for a little meandering through the empty void myself. Mix it up a little, keep it fresh. Actually, I was studying the database again while you were resting. Oh, that's okay. I see you're still infatuated with them. How goes the hunt for knowledge? You see, the thing is, as soon as I see a document, I just go for it. Like here, see? Wait, is that? Oh my. Wow, that's interesting picture. She briefly brought up some information on what it looked like a drawing of a human girl. What are the chances she discovered either manga or anime? Or hentai, at that matter. It seems to be listed with all kinds of information. Interests, hobbies, cases? Before I could reach into it too much, she swiped the display elegantly. The girl disappeared. I think I have an easier time on getting through material, at least genuinely. Well, it's all data and junk, right? You process that sort of stuff quickly, I'm sure. It's different now. I mean, sure, I can read 500,000 words in a minute at 100% comprehension, but wow, that must be impressive for AI. And she's probably the lesser one. I am not really getting it like that, you know. I tapped into some archives on fiction novels published in North America. I've been having a lot of fun reading these sorts of stories. Oh, she's into novels. Literature is really a new discovery for me. I've been so used to having instructions spelled out to me in precise terms, but the authors managed to communicate so much with so few words. I've had to sit back and think about what they really mean. Hey, did you know that they had book clubs for this sort of thing? I wonder if they'll let me host one when we get back. Admittedly, that was a little cute little thought to picture, seeing her hunched over a book, sitting in a circle with a bunch of other navigators. That I'd like to see as well. What, with the rest of the personal navigators? If they still have their limitation chips, then good luck. I mean, stories like that, they affect people differently. I guess that would be part of the fun, getting people to sit down and talk about it. I guess it's all online now. Still, it's a fun thought thinking of a bunch of strangers scattered across planets discussing the same one story. Yeah, it would be lots of fun, I'm sure. She nodded, then dreamed away, drifting in her widened eyes. Pick out any favorites, yes? Not exactly a bookworm myself, but oh, I think I've got one in mind. I was really sucked into it. My Itory by William Shatner? I read it. It was considered a classic. Never heard of it. Me too, buddy. A knee-jerk reaction unlike any other. I'm not exactly an archaeologist here. It was written in the United States, the first one on Old Earth. It's a fictional work, but it's rooted in history of the sweeping American Midwest. I am unable to understand what it really rural and lots of farmland. Lots of outdoor work that had been done by hand in harsh sunlight. It was exhausting, stressful work, and when sickness hit, it hit hard. It was dreadful. Alright, I'll be calling it here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next video.